Hey guys, welcome back to another Silly Ponder Sesh. Today, the topic is... How do I even do intros? Maybe I'll just get into it. Like, it doesn't matter. You guys saw the title, Was Everyone Made to Be Artists? Well, alright, the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because there are so many genuinely talented people out there, or I know so many people that are suppressing themselves of what they really want to do. And I feel like we've just lost appreciation for the artistry. For me at least, my perspective, artistry has always been something I feel like people are born with, or creativity. And like as kids, I don't know, my childhood, I was a pretty creative kid, and I still see it, you know. I used to work a job where I'd be helping out with kids and stuff, and they are so creative. Like, it's so natural for kids to play and do art. So it made me wonder if somewhere along the way, people have lost the artist within. Okay, so let's get into it a bit more. Sit down a little bit. Okay, if you were to tell someone at around my age, right? Like, you have to start taking life seriously. I want to be an artist and I want to pursue that for life. Like, I want to be an artist for a living. People would hear, I want to be an unemployed bum and get by doing the bare minimum. Like, okay, don't we all, but it's just not that realistic. There's also something I talked about in my previous video about AI and losing the value of humanness. Art has become something that's more commodified, more than something that humans just do. Actually, it's my friend Nico who said that, but it really hit. I guess with this, it makes people devalue or not appreciate art as much if it can't make money or something. But enough of that yapping. I feel like I want to talk about what is the point of art. Like, despite the way art is being undervalued, I feel like without it, like, okay, think of white room torture, right? You know white room torture. You might have seen like YouTubers doing it for silly challenges or whatever. It's basically torture where you're stripped of all your senses. Like, all you can see is the color white. The walls and the floors are white. The food you get given is plain white rice. I'm pretty sure the guards wear padded shoes so they don't make any noise. And yeah, like there's basically no stimulus. You're stripped of any interesting sight, taste, hearing, sound. And yeah, soon enough, people will go insane. So, first of all, whoever thought of that is pretty sick, but anyway. Well, any form of torture, I guess. Anyway, so if we were to all go without art, I feel like this is just a hypothetical. If we were to all go without art, or if the appreciation of art were to lessen, if we were to replace it with convenience over culture, ooh, that's a good term. If we were to prioritize convenience over culture, it'd be worldwide white room torture, or the effects of like you going insane. You get what I'm trying to say. In white room torture, even if you're given everything you need to technically survive, you're not really given anything to really live. That reminds me of that Crude's quote. Like, Grug says to Eep, you have to survive, and Eep's like, but I want to live. Okay, y'all just roll the tape. I'll roll the tape.
The rules don't work out here.
They kept us alive.
That wasn't living. That was just not dying. There's a difference.
Okay, so yeah, with that said, I want to read out a quote from Lisa Martyr. We can think of art as a symbol of what it means to be human, manifested physically for others to see and interpret. Art can serve as a symbol for something tangible, or for a thought, an emotion, a feeling, or a concept. Through peaceful means, art can convey the full spectrum of the human experience. Perhaps that's why it's so important. I read this quote from an article, and it made me wonder, if art is something that can convey the full spectrum of the human experience, I feel like you have to question the subjectivity of it. So, I was talking to my good friend Nico, second mention in one video. I was talking to my good friend Nico, and they took philosophy. And once they told me that their professor asked the class to try and define what art is. I found this really interesting because, like, yeah, each time someone tried to define it, they couldn't quite get it right, or it wouldn't include some of the things that we still could consider art. Like, for example, if someone were to say, art is made by a human with intention to evoke a response, that already, like, non-human art can be made. Art might not be intentional all the time, might not evoke a response all the time. And like, it got to a point where it was so difficult to create a solid definition for art. I guess the more you think about it, the more everything and anything can be art. But I feel like that's also something to question. Like, if anything can be art, if you think about it like as like supply and demand, does it decrease the value of art if anything can be art? I don't know if that makes sense. Or would it enhance the beauty of everything? So part of this topic, I wanted to show you something from Blue Eye Samurai. Fire show, by the way. On the question of, was everyone made to become artists, I thought of this clip. Let me just show you. Let me show you. Okay.
The world sees me and sees a hateful monster. An Onryo. My own mother saw it too. But not love me. Maybe they're right.
I did not train you to be a demon or a human. I showed you how to be an artist. To be an artist is to do one thing only. Look at me. I cannot fight, or weave, or farm. I make swords. I cook for strength to make good swords. I study the sutras to cleanse my heart to make good swords.
You think revenge is an art?
Swords, pots, noodles, death. It is all the same to an artist.
Then I am a bad artist.
An artist gives all they have to the art, the whole. Your strengths and deficiencies, your loves and shames.
Rather than art being the normal things we think of, like painting or drawing, it's more so the passion and the practice that you have in your life. And this can literally be anything. Like a mathematician writing arithmetic is art in its own right. A chef cooking food, an electrician doing the wiring, an athlete doing their athleting. Yeah, if you can tell, I do not know much about these arts. Art is in the little things. And I guess if you're not following the passion or what feels most fulfilling to your soul, if you aren't following your art, I guess that's why like most 9-to-5 jobs feel so unfulfilling to most, because rather than the job being the art, it's what's preventing you from pursuing that art. It's holding you back from what you could really be doing. Maybe that's a form of tragic art itself. That sounded really cringe, but whatever. Let me look at my sources. Yeah, because who would I be? Who would the silly ponderer be without sourcing from an Instagram reel? I saw this caption by Robert Aboff Art. I think that's how you pronounce the username. Let me show it. An artwork is never just an artwork, a product, but rather it is the visual manifestation of the dialogues and conversations we subconsciously have with ourselves, between us and the artist that lives within us. When I started thinking of my art as a person that has a mind, a will, and a voice of its own, my love and respect for it grew infinitely, because I simply realized the truth. Art is us. It finds us, and it loves us, and only awaits to be loved in return. Let me take a sip of that drink. Another thing I want to bring up to help us answer the question of, was everyone made to become artists? I guess now I want to talk about more of why I thought of this question, and I'll just say, I am so lucky for the people that I have in my life, because I feel like they are truly inspiring to me. Everyone. I see talent in everyone. I see passion in everyone, and seeing them be so passionate or putting time into their crafts. And when I say this, when I say craft, when I say art, I don't mean like music or painting. I mean it in any way. So even if you don't think I'm talking about you, I probably am. Like, I low-key root for everyone. And even if I don't know you in real life, YouTube, I'm rooting for anyone that has a passion or a craft that they want to put time into. I want you to do that. Gosh! No, this is actually gonna like piss me off. No, I just saw something. This is something that always gets me so freaking mad. Gosh. Okay, now I gotta stop myself from tweaking. I don't know why this gets me so mad, but like the intro to New Magic Wand.
Like
I hate wasted potential.
That shit crushes your spirit.
Why did YOLO ever go out of time? Like, YOLO, literally. YOLO, you only live once. And if you're going to spend your one life thinking that it's not worth it to follow your art or there's better, oh my gosh, if you think that there's better, oh my gosh. Sorry, this topic really just, I actually hate it. I mean, I hate seeing people discredit themselves or compare themselves to others, and because of that, they're not doing what they like are good at or want to do. If it can make you happy, why not? Like, just why not? To reiterate, this is not about just any old. This is not just about art conventionally. This is about art in a broader sense. The art of your life. I'm getting deep with this one. Okay, I gotta chill out. I did not expect this to become so motivational. Another source that I wanted to pull was a comment from my video where I talk about perception of self and perception of others. As creatives, many of us make our content as a kind of extension of who we are as people. And that can make us feel really vulnerable when we put things out there for the world to critique and misinterpret. It's okay to let things marinate sometimes, but these things tend to build up, and eventually, the thought of being perceived incorrectly is not nearly as bad as never being perceived at all. Let that marinate for you watching this, viewer. Think about that. So, if you didn't mind that little spur of motivational speech, I guess, there was a video I watched from Sisyphus55 from their video "If You're Not Creating, You're Dying." Watch that video as well. That one is really, really good. A good quote from that video that I pulled was, "We are cast into this world unwillingly, and we must cast something back." That's another good quote. Yeah, an image I always think of whenever people compare their artwork to someone else's or discredit their own art is the image of the two cakes, where the artist is technically more critical in themselves, comparing it to others, but the viewer or the consumer is like, yay more art. But yeah, I guess that image also relates back to the question of if everything was art, does it make it less valuable? I think it relates to that as well, that yay, everything is cake. Or yay, everything is art. So yeah, on the question, was everyone made to become artists? In my opinion, I think everyone was meant to find their art or be an artist in their own way. And the artist doesn't disappear with age or responsibilities. I think it evolves and adapts. Oh, that's a good thing. Yes! Okay, so even if you've lost the childlike wonder, the creativity and play that you were so easily able to do as a kid, I don't think that's fully lost. I don't know if that was a whole lot of baloney to you guys or not. That was just a ponder sesh. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Am I broadening the definition of art too much, that it's discrediting actual art? Or, yeah. I think that's the end of the video. Okay, see you all next time. Can I do it unscripted? Like, I'm stuttering so much. Hello, every pony. Welcome back to... Okay, I can't start off like that. No, another thing... Okay, I keep hitting my mic.